Well, hello. A few days ago, while I was trawling the net for Paw Patrol concept art, which I like to do from time to time, I came across the work of Boris Radevsky. And amidst the interesting development art, the lovely distant background elements, and the atmospheric lighting keys he's done for the show, one image stood out. This is the development work done for an unused concept for Season 11 for an older Ryder. Elsewhere I said an adult Ryder, but in fairness, he could be meant as a teen. Now, opinions are like aortas, everyone's got one in their cardiovascular system, but my response was, thank all that is good that this was scrapped. Now, this isn't about the art, and Radevsky is a phenomenal artist. I'd definitely choose one of the options without the skinny jeans, and I'm guessing those strangely luscious lips wouldn't actually translate to the show's design style. Middle bottom of the head options is actually looking pretty cute. But the reason for my unmitigated relief that this idea was obviously one that was explored, weighed up, and then dropped is more fundamental. It's the same feeling as when I saw that image labeled Chase in Amanda Zima's work from 2011 that had an adult German Shepherd. I know the idea is pretty popular in fandom, and obviously it's totally fair game for fan artists, but I never, ever want to see the pups and the kids on the show all grown up. Ever. Not even in a finale episode like Arthur, or some kind of spin-off or follow-up like Korra or Steven Universe Future. I personally just categorically do not ever want to see it in Paw Patrol. Now, this isn't to say I don't get the appeal. Some viewers feel like it's just super interesting to see that sort of a twist. Others see aging up as a way to try to grow the show with the audience, and escape some of the limitations they dislike in preschool shows, like the repetitive and simple nature of the storytelling. I do see that side of it, but there are two big reasons I don't want it to happen. First is it almost never actually goes down well. I heard almost nothing but complaints about that Arthur finale, especially about Francine. The Lion Guard Season 3 got mauled by its modest fanbase when Kion and the gang got a little longer in the tooth. The final chapter of the Harry Potter books, and the awkward movie adaptation of them, are a bit of a perennial joke. Unless you're making a shonen anime, a time skip is very rarely well received. In fact, even if you're making a shonen anime, that holds true. Even if the idea is done well, or is done in a way that can just easily be called hypothetical by, for example, being in a dream episode, there's just too high a chance that designs, fates, or interpersonal connections are going to end up disappointing the crowd. But more important than that is that it's simply not what I come to Paw Patrol for. I don't want Paw Patrol to be an action-adventure. I don't want Paw Patrol to have romance. I don't want it to be Beastars or Zootopia or Bellefeuille Lupin. If you dream of Paw Patrol being something else that's a bit more grown up, there are endless options out there you could try. See how you feel about, League of Super Pets, or Fritz the Cat. Maybe ignore that suggestion, kiddos. Paw Patrol, for all I call for better writing or more emotional weight, is still what I come to for relaxing, unchallenging viewing. I'm not here for Thomas Hardy or Proust. I love the show specifically because it's about a group of pups who act like a bunch of silly preteens and are endlessly adorable. They might face very mild emotional turmoil, and I absolutely love it when they do. But it's not teen angst, and I hope it never will be. The charm of the show is in the pups being just the way they are. That's what drew me to it, and that's why I'm here. Aged up pups have no fundamental appeal to me, and far too much risk of feeling wrong, or jeopardizing how relatable they are to me and my nostalgic feelings for a time in my life. I don't want to see aged up pups, and I hope we never do. Well, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours and stick around to see my new outro, and I will see you guys again next time.